If you want, we can have the lights off.
It'd be the first time you've had the lights off.
I'm into that. I'm into lights off. How have you guys been?
Just don't pay your bill then.
You really
It's a
into
quick way to get around it.
having the lights off, babe. Don't pay your electric bill.
She's in the middle of her living room with a little campfire cooking. Got one of those like Cora's on the little roast thing. She ran out of food.
Oh my God.
Well,
I mean, it would make sense to eat her first.
yeah.
I got a new phone.
You did?
I got a new
What phone did you get?
case. The cheapest one, which was the iPhone 14.
Nice.
Just like regular. I didn't even know what number they were on, honestly.
What number are they on?
14, I think. Is
Just the 14. Yeah, I didn't realize that. They've released like the 14 Pro or the 14 Max or something. And I don't have that. I just have the regular 14. But because this was like my cheapest option, I figured, by now iPhone was on like the 16.
Yeah.
No, just 14.
I got a new phone. I got the Pixel 7.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like $600. That's it.
This was 10.
$1,000?
10.
$10?
With my trade-in?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was
$10.
why would you say 10?
That's why I got it.
Okay.
Well, without the discount,
Verizon was having
it's almost 1,000, isn't it?
I don't know how much it is because I don't get shit without a discount, Ben. That's the point.
I don't know, babe. I'm looking for them deals.
Verizon was like, hey, we've got this deal. We'll give you like the Google Pixel. You can get it for only $200. This phone you can only get for $400. And I was like, or this one for $10. Yeah, I'll do that one,
on
please.
the trade-in? Yeah.
I will do this, please. $10. Yes, please. Thank you. And then I'm there, and the guy's like, okay, you sure you don't want the Pro? You sure you don't want the Max? I hear the Google Pixel takes great pictures.
Oh, yeah. You want the Pixel 7 Pro?
I was like, bro.
$900.
Bro.
$9.
I will.
Which one?
iPhone Pro.
Oh. Well, too, you could get the the phone your
buy a
cousin
car
has?
for that amount.
I don't know what it's called. But
Oh, there's ones now that like fold.
Yeah, but
Smartphones,
it's
the
like
fold.
this phone, but it folds open, so it becomes.
I think that one's the fold, and then the one that would be like this that flips
Like the
this way is
Motorola?
just the flip.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think.
think so.
Interesting. I have not seen the fold, but I've
it's a
seen
lot-
the flip.
The fold was a lot bigger than I expected it to be. It's like a fucking. It's basically a mini tablet. It's probably about this big,
like
unfolded.
It's like that legitimately would probably be the perfect phone for my mom, so she could read, so she could see it all.
I mean, yeah.
No, seriously, that's
Yeah.
what she also, the only reason I know about the deal is because my mom is also a discount bitch. And so she was like, she called me as soon as she saw, she was like, Haylie.
It's hereditary.
Literally, she did not call Alexis, did not call her friends, was like, Haylie, guess what? I'm cheap. I only paid $10 for this. You was also cheap. $10. I was like, oh, thank God.
I know I did it to you, so I just wanted to let you know.
Yes, since I have also given you this disease. But so that's how I even knew about it. But my mom was like, yeah, I got the iPhone 14. It's a lot bigger than my last phone because my mom, for some reason, always tries to get the smallest phone possible.
Well, they're huge.
But
now.
then you look on her text and literally one word
Oh, she's
takes
all
up the
zoomed
whole
in.
screen. So really at this point it would make sense for her to get a bigger screen so she could read 2 words at a time rather than 1 word at a time, and you have just doubled your fucking literacy rate. Like, this is insane.
She's like you invite her over for dinner. She's like, do you
It takes so long for her to find out what I'm inviting her to.
to co-meet? Oh, to come. Oh.
Yes. So she was like, this one's a lot bigger than my last phone, but I kind of like it. There's more space for words.
She
Like,
just needs
yeah,
to get,
Mom. There's more
Or
space for words.
I don't know if you can flip it sideways.
I'm sure. Oh yeah. No, I'm sure.
Like to
yeah,
read
the
text.
auto rotate
Yes.
thing.
No, I'm sure she could, but I'm sure she's. I don't like the way it.
She keeps
that
it straight.
Things move on the screen, and I don't like.
She's
the way
like, I
that-
can't figure it out.
I don't like the
after
way
that
looks. But to be honest, I do the same thing. Hence the air compressor.
Yeah.
I bought an air compressor to save me time and money on projects. I plugged it in one time for like 30 seconds, and it was very loud. I got very scared I'd mess something up. I unplugged it, and I've
that's an
never
air
used it
compressor.
since. I've never used it since. I just found out today from Juan. That is how air
that's how
compressors
they're
are supposed to
fucking
sound.
loud.
So now I have an air compressor
So now you feel good about your purchase.
that I still haven't used, but I'll try. I'll give it
You still
something.
got warranty on that?
Probably. I still have the box.
Still in the box.
No, it's not in the box. It's in the garage and the box is in the attic. I don't know why, but I know where the pieces are. So, yeah, to be fair, I do the same thing my mom does. Turn it slightly, plug it in, it's too loud. And I unplug
broke
it,
it.
and I'm like, I've broken it. And I
At least
put
you
it-
didn't go try to return it. Like, hey, this is broken. It's making this really loud noise. And then, like, where'd you get it? Home Depot? Harbor Freight?
Lowe's.
Lowe's?
She doesn't go to Home Depot.
Yeah, that's right.
I got it. No, the thing is, I got it online, so there's no person I can talk to. It would just be me returning it to Amazon, because that's where I got it. So,
And then they send you a new one because yours is defective.
Right.
And then it makes the same noise. And you're like, what the fuck is going on with these things?
yeah, what that probably means, the fact that I didn't want to return it and I didn't do anything further with it, is it means that I think deep in my subconscious I knew I'm just not doing this correctly, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet to find out the correct way. I won't just
shoot a message
good.
to anybody and ask, or Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you Google that?
Hey, my air compressor is making noise, and then guarantee.
My air compressor is really loud.
and
is
then
that
guarantee
okay?
there's like some Reddit thread or something where you would read a couple of them and you go, oh, these guys are being sarcastic. Okay, I'm doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how that would have ended. It's how it's because I was in a different mental headspace in my life. And that's not going to make sense.
Like 2 weeks ago?
No, when I got the air compressor.
Oh, okay.
I was in a place where it was like I could not take any more stress or any more unknown than I was dealing with. So as soon as I approached anything that wasn't going how I thought it would, I'd be like, oof, I can't do that right now. And
Put
I'd
that on
just
the
turn
back
around
burner.
and I would go another way. And I'd be like, I will come back to you when I'm more mentally ready. And I am now.
She's like running around in a video game and you see that boss and the thing is like a red skull and you're like, I'll turn around, come back a couple hours later.
Yeah. Can you do that? You can do that, right?
Yeah, in open world games, yeah.
Yeah. That's so nice.
Yeah.
I need the ability to, nope, never mind.
Yep, I'm all right.
Yeah, we're gonna send you to war. Nah, not today.
Oh,
Get back on the plane, come back home.
Runs up on a big dude. Hold on. Comes back home, just gets jacked. Okay, where is he?
I could. That's how I have to approach things. I can't ever go into something that I can't like easily. Oh, nope. Change my mind. Hence divorce.
It's kind of more serious stuff.
I didn't say serious. I said I needed to be easy to get out of. And there's just a form that you fill out and you send to the courthouse.
Yeah.
And then you're out of it.
Yeah, prior to any shared assets. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, I mean, you got to make that decision.
Should have given away that compressor.
What have you been doing for the past 3 weeks?
I'm just chilling because Cass is still healing up and whatnot.
Oh,
So
you
we're
don't
just,
just
like,
go out
hanging
without her and then you're like, "Heh,
just like,
this
good
is where
luck."
I went.
Have fun getting water. No, yeah, we just been chilling.
When is she going to be out of the boot?
Well, she's walking and stuff now, so she'll maybe be out of the boot. I think she sees her doctor like sometime this week, and he might prescribe her to be out of the boot since she's kind of walking around. But then she would have some kind of like ankle brace or something. I have a feeling they'll give her one. Like when I hurt my ankle pretty bad in high school, they gave me one, like this super intense ankle brace, and it literally on both sides was like metal. So they're like, you will not roll your ankle. Like,
Oh, wow. I have
you will
not
sooner
seen one of
literally
those.
snap your leg in half than you will. And they're like, and if if you're moving with that much force, you're probably going to break it anyway.
Anyways,
So,
yeah. Nothing was going to stop
So we're
that.
hoping, and then she'll be in like, she can wear normal shoes. Because right now she can only wear her, God, what shoes does she have? They're like old school Fila's.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got her Fila's because the boot sits like a lot higher, and the Fila's are kind of like chunky on the bottom.
Okay.
So she has to do it just to kind of walk, because otherwise she is like, if she was wearing Converse
Really
that are like super
lopsided.
flat. Yeah. Yeah.
Is she still having to go physically into the office?
Yes.
But is that easier for her
Oh,
now?
much easier.
Okay.
Because she's not on crutches or anything. And then
That's
she was
crazy.
on like crutches walking, and that kind of made it easier and whatnot. And then, now she doesn't even bring the crutches anymore. She only uses the crutches around the house, but then she's also walking on it without the boot
That's cool.
around the house. And
Oh,
stuff like that.
wow.
Yeah, she scared the shit out of her physical therapist because she was like, yeah, I'm walking. And sometimes I'm walking around the house without the boot. And the physical therapist was like, don't fucking was like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. But the physical therapist basically was just telling her like she's worried about her like muscles because they haven't really been used. So like she could step wrong or do something and then like really pretty much like she's not going to break her ankle again, but she could sprain something and it would
Very
just hurt.
easily.
Like right now. So she just said like be careful and whatnot. But yeah, she's doing a lot better. So like yesterday we actually went out and about she had like $200 in Barnes and Noble gift cards. So we went and she got to spend all those and then like went out to sushi and stuff. So it was nice to like, get back out of the house.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
That would be very nice.
But yeah, other than that, we've been chilling. Last night I restarted Red Dead Redemption 2 and it was a good idea and a bad idea at the same time.
Because you stayed up really late.
Yeah, I was up till like midnight.
Oh, that's
But
not
Just
terrible.
the beginning is so good that
Yeah.
like it doesn't like it makes you not want to stop.
Yeah, like that's where I'm like, it's a bad thing because I woke up today and I was like, I don't want to clean. I just want to fucking keep playing Red Dead Redemption. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been chilling pretty much.
What about you?
I've been busy.
It's been 3 weeks,
I've been-
so I
I've been
know
so
you've been
busy.
busy.
I built a waterfall in the backyard, picnic area, fireplace, second story. That's what I've been up to.
Second story.
That's legit. That I'm waiting for you to come in one of these days and be like, yep, nope, finally got the second story added. Pain in the ass. Get that shit level. Like,
We actually moved the entire first story to the second story and then just built down on bottom of
basement.
that. Yeah.
because
pool
it's
hall.
easier for us to pull it's easier for us
In
to
the
pull
smoke
all
room.
of the supplies into the ground level. We
Yeah.
don't want to carry them upstairs. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
how we're going to build floors.
It's
we
like you
just
said
put
that
'em-
house in your neighborhood where the bottom floor is like almost like just a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
No, I don't think I've done much actually. I've been working on that project. I took it to get it aligned, and they said that I needed to replace a bunch of parts. So then I spent like $500 on just suspension stuff.
Oh.
That's just a lot. Did that. I finished the Mustang, like the windows work and all that.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
But I haven't done much, honestly. Oh, well, I guess we booked some flights to go to Guadalajara. Mm-hmm. And then we booked our vacation / honeymoon for the wedding.
Where are you guys going to go?
We're going to go to this resort in Cancun. Or I guess it's a Kuma or
Nice.
something like that. Yeah.
Ooh,
something like
that'll be
that.
pretty.
So we did that.
gosh.
And then I think that's been pretty much it.
Is that in September or October
It'll be right after like the 5th.
of September?
Yeah, the 5th.
Okay.
through
How
the
is it a
10th.
week? At least, please.
5 days at least.
Okay, good.
But we haven't booked those flights, so I hope we have flights. Like who books the resort
Driving
before
down
the
there.
flights?
I was gonna say at this point, y'all fucking find a way.
Yeah.
Find a way to get down there.
Fucking take a boat down the coast.
Honestly, that'd be cool.
Rowboat if you have to. Fucking, that's
One
cool.
of
He's
the
in a
narcs. You know the
fucking
narcs
kayak.
used the speedboats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dinghy with the little.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now that's it. I need to work on getting suits. I just don't know like a good place to get suits from.
Honestly, men's.
I was gonna say the only place I know of is Men's Warehouse, but I don't even know if they're good.
They're all right. I think that's what
Exactly.
my friend did for hers. And the one thing that was kind of nice about that, I mean, all your people are local, but the one thing that is kind of nice about that was like,
They're everywhere.
yeah, so like
That's
her,
nice.
because I was actually on her side of the wedding. So when all the groomsmen went, they were all in like, I don't know, somewhere in the Bay or something like that to get like the colors figured out and whatnot. And then they were like, yeah, just go to a Men's Warehouse wherever. Say you're a part of, wedding number 81759.
Really
And then-
makes your day feel special.
Yeah. They give you a serial number for your wedding.
You're not even names to us. You're fucking numbers.
You're not.
You
Yeah.
peasants.
Yeah. And then I just went and like, they fit you and everything like that. So that's not bad, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're all right.
Well, there's some good ones locally. I just haven't gone.
Yeah. To go
And
check
yeah,
it out.
and if all your people are local, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can keep it.
I do like there is something cool about like I was part of one and she had all of our dresses tailored by this woman that has tailored just all of her dresses since like from middle school dances to prom to whatever.
She got her middle school dance dress tailored.
She needed it hemmed. Yeah, she's 4'8". She's very
if you're
short.
short,
No, but I guess my surprise is that she wore like a dress. Like I remember going to the middle school dance and we all just wore like what we wore to school that day.
But
Oh
for
no,
a
we
guy, it's
definitely
easier.
we
For a
definitely
girl's-
wore dresses. At least in mine. Like I remember going home and like my friends came over and we spent the night. Like we made it like prom, but it wasn't.
Yeah, see, they were like, oh,
but
it's
we
the-
made it feel like
we
prom.
were like, we have the middle school dance. We were like, cool. And then we just like, would go home. Then we'd be like, all right,
Oh
let's
no,
go.
yeah, I totally remember because Bryce that was there wanted to dance with me, and he was wearing the exact same outfit I had seen him in math that day,
And
I
you're
was like,
so romantic.
no,
With sweat stains.
it was like a brown and white striped shirt with a collar and
At least he had a collar on.
and jeans that did not fit right.
Because that's what I'm saying is like we were literally, I probably showed back up in like basketball shorts and like a t-shirt.
I mean, there were kids there in basketball shorts
Yeah.
and a t-shirt. It's just Bryce was the kid that always wore collared shirts, so he was weird.
Oh,
And glasses. Was he a nerd?
Yes. Yeah, so like it definitely made sense for him to be asking me, but I didn't know I was a nerd yet, so I was like, no. But we were on the same plane. I should have said yes.
You missed out.
But so that was really cool to go to that lady's house. It was like, I don't know, it was just cool that it was like eight different women and we all showed up and she took us into this room and there's just like all these dresses and she just does it in there by hand and she's like, oh yes, these are all for you. There you are. And I'm like, how cool.
Okay, sounds good.
And like, yeah, she would, we put it on while we were there in front of her she had 3 mirrors set up and it felt really personable to just be in this woman's home. And she was like, yeah, do you guys want anything to drink? Oh my gosh. It was
There's
cool.
some Capri Suns.
I would have loved some Capri Suns, bro.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Capri Suns are so fucking good.
It's not
And I
worth
only
it.
had Capri Suns in the summer because that's where the rich family was. My mom was too poor for Capri Suns, but
Would you buy the little jugs? Oh. The plastic jugs.
you sweet, sweet child. We got those on road trips. My mom was so poor, we didn't even get those. Those were not an everyday thing. Like we had water. We did not get juice.
Oh, that's good.
We did not get, yeah. I mean, it was good because, yeah, we don't have a whole lot of sugary juices. We didn't have, when we were younger, we had like chocolate milk, but we didn't really, like, I drink more chocolate milk today than I did back then.
As you should.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I have I got water, I got milk, I got tea, I got all these options. And now if I go over to my mom's house, my mom's like fucking King Henry. She's like,
do you
"I
want a
have-
Capri Sun?
I've got water, I've got sparkling
has that,
water, I've got sparkling cherry, sparkling lime. I'm like, who the fuck?
Like Mr. Deeds, the dispenser that's like
Yeah.
berry juice
Hawaiian
or
punch
whatever.
water fountain. Yeah.
That's what she
Yes, that's what she fucking has.
Which I
now.
found
Which
one
I-
of those yesterday.
A Hawaiian punch water
No,
fountain?
the
Oh.
fountain
I was like,
Really?
regular drink?
Where?
at this place is called Habitat. I think
Like
I think
Habitat
that's-
for Humanity?
that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
I almost bought it. But I was like, I don't know. What am I gonna do with it?
I really want to buy a bird fountain, but I want it not a regular bird fountain.
We had one at my old house back in Tracy.
Yeah.
I remember the birds would just come hang out. Little
Yeah.
bird bath fountain.
But I
thing.
want one that looks like, I want it to be either really like, what the fuck is that? Or really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some water fountains where it's like, this would obviously have to be in my backyard, but where, literally they have like little cherubs and they're like, oh, and they're all like naked babies.
Yeah.
loving
Why would it
each
have
other.
to be in your backyard? You think someone would steal it?
Not that,
Okay.
That
but
could happen. The neighbors
That's-
gonna be over there.
I don't think they would steal. But I saw one where the little boy cherub had his penis and was peeing in the face of another cherub, and I was like, yes! I thought that was great. That's the kind I want because who the fuck?
There's no HOA here.
What
You
is
can
with
fucking
those
do it.
stupid ass cherubs?
Throw it in the front yard.
No, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. I guess saying that I couldn't do it here. I guess just like, do I want to impose that on my
Do it.
neighbors? I could ask. Hello. I'm your neighbor
just
from
put, like-
across the
like-
street.
Hi, I have a petition here. Just
Put
a
some
simple yes
underwear
or
on
no.
the kid or something, and just make the little hole for the water.
Yeah, I could do that. Not that I would even get that one, but I want that type of fountain. I want one that makes a statement. So if y'all see any statement fountains,
Any statement fountains.
send me a
I don't know where they
picture.
sell them.
I don't either. So if you're ever out and see one in the wild, send me a picture, the address, and I'll just come take it.
I think I know there's a place, but I need to drive by see if they're still open actually. Because they have a
Yeah, 'cause
gorilla
if they're-
statue in the front.
If they're just a specialty birdhouse water or bird water, bath water, what what are they called? Bird baths?
Bird baths.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, no, like you know how some people sell like,
Bath
concrete
water.
sculptures, like
Yeah.
they can make some of those.
Yeah.
So,
I have no idea what place you're talking about with a gorilla in front of it, though.
man, it's over here. I don't know. I don't know the road.
The gorilla balloon? Or it's a statue?
No, it's a statue.
It's blue?
No, it's I think it's like a silverback. Like they painted it to look.
Oh. I'm thinking of a blue balloon gorilla.
No.
Like over the car dealership.
Yes.
Whatever, over there?
Yes. Which I have also seen. But so that's all you've done. Who are you going to go see in, how do you
Guadalajara.
Oh yeah.
see? That's how I would say, but how do you say it?
Guadalajara.
No, hold on. Say it louder. I can't hear you.
Guadalajara.
You're not saying "g." You're saying "wada."
Yeah.
Wada.
Guadalajara. Guadalajara.
Interesting. Is that how the G's are pronounced? Like soft?
I guess.
Or is it just the name of that place?
No, because like if I say AMG, it's IMG.
Okay. Okay, so
Or
that's
I don't
just
know
a
what's
G
another
thing.
word.
Gato.
Like
Yeah, but that's a G. I think if there's a GUA instead of a gua, it's like they kind of just go wa.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Because I'm trying to think.
Because like for like
agarrar is
you don't say
grab.
like agua. Agua.
Agua.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, but who are you going to go see there?
It's my mom's sister, but like it's because my mom's the oldest,
So
so
your
it's the
aunt.
one behind her.
Okay. Are you close to your aunt?
Not really, because she's lived over there her whole life.
Oh.
So like it's like
Is this the first time you're going to go to her house?
no, like I first met her like in 2019. I think like
wow.
either the year before COVID or after.
Okay.
And then I've only seen her like one other time, and this will probably be like the third time I see
Well,
her.
that'll be nice then. That's cool.
But it'll be the first time I go to her house because my parents went there like a year and a half ago or two.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was like something like that. I remember that.
What, does she have any kids?
Yeah, she has two daughters. I think one of them's like 26, maybe 25. The other one's like 24.
Okay, so you'll probably meet them.
Well, I've met them, but it's kind of weird. Like it's that weird situation where it's like
Oh, we're
hard.
cousins, but we don't really.
Yeah, like we don't talk. So like
Yeah, it's just
Well, see,
basically
no,
like
no,
a
no.
it's
stranger.
hard
I
to
mean,
hang out. Yeah,
that's
like you're a
totally-
stranger to me.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's totally how I feel anytime I go to visit family. I'm always like, oh, this is, especially if it's cousins I haven't seen in a while, I'm always approaching with like, oh, this is weird. So I'll probably just see like the aunts and uncles or the grandparents I'm coming to see, but I probably won't see my cousins. And then every single trip,
They're there.
my cousins show up and they're like, hey, man, when we heard you were coming, we were so excited. I really
We
want to
showed up
catch up
just
with
for you.
Really want to catch up with you. Let's go out to dinner. And then I feel like a piece of shit because I'm like, oh, y'all
I didn't
wanted
wanna
to
see
like
you.
legit.
You're like, oh, I forgot your name.
Y'all wanted to bond. And I was like, I thought about looking your names up on Facebook and I specifically didn't because I didn't think you'd be here. Fuck.
But that's,
So how
but
funny
that's
would it
better
be
for
if they?
you, though.
But how funny would it be if like you're going in with like, well, I don't know, it's awkward. I probably won't see them, and they're like, "What? We planned a whole day."
We can't wait to hang out.
How fun would that be?
Not fun.
It'd be fun for me. And then you come back and you're like, actually, we all got matching tattoos.
Yeah.
That's how close you
I
guys
would
get.
not.
No, I would not. Would you ever get a tattoo?
I'd get bored of it. I just can't because I think I would get bored.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't want that anymore. Just, can I,
mean,
take it off and then
Honestly,
put another one on?
you just kind of forget.
I was
about
gonna
it.
say, do you think you're just gonna be staring at it?
Yeah, because I work out, so I just look at myself a lot. So,
Oh my God. Juan, are you one of
You
the
gotta
guys in the
flex
gym
and look.
that fucking stands in front of the mirror just like,
no, I'm not.
You
I
still
do it.
use that? You still use the bedroom as like the gym, right? He's gonna put like mirrors all around the walls.
I have
get
the
every
closet.
angle.
I have the closet mirrors.
you
So you
do,
could just
yeah.
come work out in my bedroom. You'll be like, all right, Haley, I'm going to come to the gym. And I'll be like, all right. And I'll leave. And you're like, checking yourself out while you do push-ups or like whatever it is.
Gotta get that pumping.
Gotta get
Make sure
good
those muscle
form,
groups
man.
are working.
Well, I only do it in my personal
good
space.
form. That's always what they say.
I work
I need to
out,
make sure I have good form. You don't have a weight anywhere near you. What are you forming for? This lunge. I want to make sure.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
get
careful.
Yeah, I work out in underwear. So I
Like
can
you
get
walked
better
all the way
flex.
over to this mirror to
Mm-hmm.
do one lunge, and now you're gonna go back to your weight set. Yeah, I just needed to check my form.
Yep. You got to make sure your knees don't cave in on the
Mm-hmm.
squat. That's how you get hurt.
Right. I'm just saying the guys that check themselves out that are clearly not, that's not what they're doing. But that's the excuse they use. Not you. I'm saying other like annoying gym guys.
You're saying the guys at the gym who are like,
Publicly. Yeah, if they do it publicly.
Right. Right. When it's like, bro, if you were the only one here, I know that's not how you would have done that.
no, that's how they would still do it.
Just in case there was someone in the back.
Yeah. For the one person at the counter that has to like check everyone in, and that person's just like,
That way, when people get mad at me during the day, I can be like, no, I do this even at night. Ask Rebecca at the
Ask
desk.
her,
She
yeah.
knows. She knows.
Rebecca's like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face soon.
When I went to go get my new phone, though, I'm pretty sure I saw fraud. I heard fraud going on at the desk next to me. I went in after I had already ordered the phone, so I was going in just to pick it up, and I went after 5:00. So it was after like their manager or whatever is probably gone, but there's still like a couple people there.
Yeah.
And the guy was helping me get my phone, and while he and I are talking, I wasn't even really aware that I was listening across the room, but I hear this guy go, okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. It's just like, that's just something I don't know, because like, I don't want to know that off the top of my head and then like confuse it with other numbers, you know? So like, I just got to look it up because I don't know my social. And I was like, like that was, it sounded weird to me. And the guy that was helping me across from me, like we both made a face at each other at the same time. We didn't even realize we were both listening, but I was just like, that sounds a little weird, but you know, whatever. Maybe he's got a picture of it on his phone because that's what he was looking. He was looking in his phone to find his social. And I was like, maybe his mom texted it to him. Yeah.
Yeah, the government. You know, they work on Saturdays.
And then he puts it in, but then he gets it wrong. And then he's like, oh, hold on. I like misread my mom's number. And so then I was like, okay, this is definitely weird. And then I'm talking with my guy, so I don't hear what goes on next. But I hear he starts getting loud, and he's like, bro, I just feel like you're lying to me. I feel like you don't really want to show me why I'm not approved. Just turn the screen around and show me what it says on the screen, why you're not approving me. Like, I've never seen a customer
Especially
get
for, like, a
this
phone.
irate for a phone.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you getting so upset? And I was also confused because he's on his phone as he's getting a phone. So it's not
just
like
wants a new phone.
It's not like a life or death situation. You already have a phone. So
Yeah.
like, calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was like, I feel like you're just not showing me what it says on the screen. And that's why. And so like, that's really sketch to me. It's really sketch that you're not showing me why you won't give me a phone.
And he's like, dude, this is Verizon wireless.
And the guy was like, dude, I'm telling you, the computer says fraud. That's what it's telling me. The number that you gave me, not a real number.
Yeah.
And it's been flagged for fraud. And he was like, do it again though, because I want to see the screen, because that's bullshit, because I know that's not true. And the guy was just like, dude, I don't want to sell you the phone. I don't want to sell you the phone. And I was like, when you make a salesperson say to you,
I don't
want to sell to you,
bad.
you're doing something wrong, because they will sell to a fucking chew.
They gotta make money.
Like, and then he starts asking for the guy's manager, and the guy says, my manager's not here yet. It's after 5, but I can give you, there's a card on the desk with his name, number, email, everything. The guy goes and he gets the card, and he's still he's like,
just hot.
Bullshit. Your manager's not here. Bullshit. A manager always has to be on location. No, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true, bro. And then he turns around and looks at my guy, who is older than his guy, and points at my guy while we're in the middle of talking and says, hey, are you his supervisor? And my guy's
Just
like,
because he's older?
yes, just because he's older. And he looks at him and he's like, nope, I do the same thing he does. That's why I'm here. And
also
we're wearing
with the
the same
customer.
shirt. Our manager, both of our managers, is John, the guy whose card you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy. And he was like, okay, so there's no manager here. On
Bullshit.
site. You're telling me there's no
Bullshit.
manager. No, there's no manager. And what's his name? What's his name? And he was like, Job. Joe? His name's Joe?
It's John.
Job. Joe? Are you Joe what? Job. J.
He's like, Joe B.
B. Job. That's his name. And he was like, Job, you be fucking hearing from me. This bullshit. And he just leaves. And I was like, Is this
I always love like
Is
when
this
you.
a regular Wednesday? Fucking 6:15 for you guys?
I love when you like see that in retail, and then you're the next person in line. You just walk up like,
I was like, bro, that was fucking crazy. But they were telling me all the things that they have to look out for when they're
yeah, like an incorrect social security number.
when they're doing fraud or whatever. And so yeah, Job was saying first red flag was when he was like, I don't know my social. He was like, it does happen, but it's rare that you're over 18 and you don't know your social. Like, most people do know it.
Or that you're going to use it when
Yeah.
you get there. You know?
Right.
Like, oh, I forgot.
I think like right when I turned 18, I was like, Mom, where we got like, I should probably know this like off the top of my head. And I just remember one day literally staring at it and just going, boo, 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 boo.
Yeah.
Saying
No,
it
I
over
actively,
and over and
I
over
actively
again.
decided to memorize it.
Yep.
But yeah, it was definitely when I was like still in my teens and I still lived at home.
Yeah.
But so he said, yeah, they look out for people that don't know their social, and then they always want the newest, most expensive phone. He was in for the most expensive phone,
He's getting the fucking fold, the $2,000 fucking mini tablet.
and then he wanted it. And then there's no trade in, but he's using a phone. They're like, that's also another red flag.
Yeah, he's
like, why is
he's
that
using the iPhone 14 Pro, and he's like, I'm not going to trade in. I just want a new phone.
Right. But I was like, oh, okay. So how is that like, why is that a particular red flag? And they were like, because what people will do is they buy the phones on credit and then they don't pay us, but they go sell the phone. And I was like, oh, okay. They sell it.
And that makes sense, especially if someone's like, it'd be one thing if they're using like an older phone. They're like, no, I'll just keep it just in case. Then it's like, okay, because I don't think I've traded in a phone in like maybe 2-3 phones.
Yeah, I haven't traded in a phone, but this was my first time trading in a phone. But I realized that that's really kind of because in the past I've just always kind of waited until my phone died, and then I was like, oh fuck, now I need a new phone. So
I
then,
literally need a new phone.
Yeah, so then I have to go get one, and I didn't really need a new phone with this one. But again, when my mom called me and she's like, you always wait, and then you have to shell out $500 or $600 for a phone. For this one, you could get $10. I'm like, yeah, I'll just do it. But yeah, so he was like, those are the things that we look out for. And I was like, that's okay. Yeah, I guess selling the phone, it's just shit like that wouldn't even occur to me because I don't try to look for ways to break the law. But I was just like, damn, it's nice that you have things to catch. You have ways of catching that.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, yeah, because if we don't, then they also, if they're caught and charges are filed, they'll also press against us because we should have stopped it. I'm like, that sucks.
You become liable.
Which I think is very fair. You're a big conglomerate. You have access to those databases to be able to search. It took him 5 seconds. Yeah, just do a quick
It could also
search.
be like an insider, like maybe you're working with that person.
True.
Like if you're working for the company.
Yeah,
True.
get a job at Verizon, then just start shelling out phones to all these fucking people.
Yeah.
All the homies down on 10th Street.
Oh man, Trevor's sold 30 fucking Galaxy Folds this month.
Fuck,
It's a new record.
dude.
And then I just leave.
Well, they have serial numbers, so they're like, oh, they all happen to be at a pawn shop.
Oh, they're all at a pawn shop.
Fuck. See, that's
See,
the
but then
thing.
I'm at the pawn shop, I get the cash, I dip.
I was gonna say it's just everything is so trackable. I'm like, I don't know why. Crime is just not. It's not like worth it to commit because it's
exciting.
like you'll just always get caught. Except for when it's exciting. I know it is exciting. I do it.
Yeah, but then you gotta be like, dun, 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 dun. Like you need like a whole plan and stuff.
Don't be suspicious. Yeah, I definitely.
Driving around.
Yeah, like back in the
car.
day, I remember playing, what was the game called? L.A. Noir.
Yeah. I've been
Go
thinking about
around.
playing that again.
You go around.
So long.
Is that
so
was that like
fucking
the
long.
original Grand Theft Auto?
No, it is made by Rockstar though, right?
Yeah, so the cool thing about it is you're a detective, but they use this system, or I
That's
guess
kinda
like
cool.
like software where they would record people's facial expressions. So in the game, when someone lies to you, it'd be like in real life, like they would look away or they
Or
kinda,
like,
look down.
like if they're saying something and they're supposed to be sad, but they look like angry or like
Oh
something like that.
Yeah.
shit!
And it's like,
That's cool.
It's a really
so
good
like
game.
you literally would walk in.
What
and
is it on PC?
No, it's on like PS3.
Yeah, it's really old.
Oh.
Everybody's been wanting them to do another one, but Rockstar takes like 10 years to make like every game.
Okay.
I have it, but I just don't want to
It's really good.
put it in.
I used to have it. My brother probably still has it because he's still playing on like the PS3.
A detective game, I feel like I'd totally be fucking into. That's cool.
I mean,
It
it's
is
good
really
too.
cool.
'Cause, like you have to look for
That's
clues. Like if you get to the
Right.
crime scene,
Yeah,
and if you don't find all the clues, and then you go,
you might make a
Then you might
incorrect
not.
judgment.
yeah,
And then the next crime might be committed by the same person who you missed.
Shit!
because you interrogate everyone. Too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you could lock up the.
It's really hard.
you
Though.
have-
It's
Yeah.
frustrating.
Oh yeah,
Do
dude.
you
I
have
remember
a
like
partner? Because it'd be helpful to have some insight from a
they're
partner.
not. They don't really give you like a lot of insight. The partners. They're usually
This is all
there,
on you.
and they're kind of like
That's annoying. That would be difficult.
because you move up like through the ranks too. Like you start off in like arson.
A beat cop? Oh.
Well, you start so
like,
it's like
we starting all the day from day one. I'm born.
no, it's like
what's
it's like-
happening?
I think maybe the first scene, like opening scene, you're like
You're
a
like
beat cop,
yeah.
and then you do something, and you're kind of like a hero, and then they move you to detective. But you go from
That's
like
so cool.
you go from like arson, and then you move up to like drug crimes,
Narcotics.
yeah, and then
Fuck
you move up to
yeah.
like murder and stuff like that.
And this
Homicide
is set
department.
in like what, the 50s?
Yeah, probably the
Oh fuck
50s.
yes,
Yeah.
the golden era
And
for pulling off
San
crime.
Yeah.
Francisco, maybe?
yeah. I think
think
it's
that's-
San Francisco or
Getting
LA,
away with
maybe.
the crimes
Something
you
like
commit.
that,
Yeah. And it was really fun because it was all, I mean, they had some like action sequences and stuff like
Yeah?
that, and you could drive around and try to like stop some crimes and what. But for the most part, you were just running around and then being like, oh, like I showed up to, you called the cops, and then Ben is dead, and then like, you're fucking
You're asking
maybe
questions
you're fucking
about
lying.
it.
Yeah.
Got you.
And I'm like, oh, some a meat
just
cleaver, and you're like,
found
oh,
him
I don't
like
know, I don't.
That's
Yeah.
how it is.
I just found him in the bathtub with the toaster. That's a cool game. Yeah. Fuck. I wish they'd remake that one.
Yeah,
They might have. I
they
don't
might
know.
have done like a remaster on the
Yeah,
PS4 or
remaster,
something
but I
like
don't
that. But
How
it's
fucking cool. How fucking cool. Have you seen Marlon Wayne's
his new stand-up.
his comedy
I
special?
did not.
Okay.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it. I think it was really good.
I thought it was very good too. I recommend it.
Yeah?
I thought it was very funny. He has a bit in there. And I can't remember all of it, but basically about being God's favorite, right? He's God's favorite. And he thought he was God's favorite because he had all this evidence. He's like, these people have wronged me, and then look what happened to them. And I was like, interesting. I wonder what's happened to any of the people that have wronged me in the past.
Hey, look.
So I did a little digging. This might be a recurring segment because I only had time to do research on one person, and it turns out something happened to that one person. And so I was like, oh, damn. Might just do one person an episode and we'll just see.
Wow.
This
Elaine
person,
Wire style.
this person said that they would come to my birthday party. This person apparently had a crush on me. They were like wanting to get it. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't really know you that well, but you could come to my birthday party, get to know some of my friends. And if like they think you're cool, maybe we could hook up. We don't know. I don't know.
How old are you?
He was cute though. I was 20.
Oh, okay.
She was 20 and he was 35.
So he was the janitor.
So it was Ben.
It was before. It was before I started working at.
Yeah. No, it's just funny because the way
I'll
you were
obviously
describing, you're
believe
like,
that.
yeah, you can come to my birthday party. I was like, you 12 in
All
this
right.
situation?
That's what I was thinking.
Especially,
It's because I don't hang out with my friends very often because I don't feel like I can just ask them to come over and hang out on a Thursday. So I wait for events like my birthday. One day a year I see all my friends because I'm like, hey, will you guys come over? It's my birthday.
I have a reason.
Yes. And so then they all come over. So that's probably why. But good to know that that's weird. Maybe that's why he didn't come. But
It's not weird. It's just the way that you described it made it sound like it was like you were about
I'm
to be
12.
Like, yeah, you were setting the stage. You're like 7th grade. What was the guy you said you wanted to dance, but he didn't change his outfit? Bryce, 7th grade. Bryce comes up to me.
I do want to. He'll be next. I'll see what the fuck's been going on with him. But this guy, he was really quiet, didn't talk a whole lot. So I was kind of surprised when he reached out to me and started talking to me. But so I was like, yeah, come over to my birthday. And then, yeah, if my friends like you, maybe we can hook up. And he was cute. Mostly it was the fact that he was into illegal things and I have a bad boy thing. But, and I know that's funny.
Scary.
I learned this about myself. I have a pretend bad boy thing. I'm turned on at first by the idea of a bad boy, but then when I'm like, oh my gosh, but then like,
And then your social
I could
anxiety
be
kicks
drawn
in.
into
I'm
like,
attached to that.
I could be drawn into your crime and like, it's so inconvenient that I can't do this because you have to do your illegal crime thing. No, I'm not into this
You're like,
anymore.
oh, it's hot until I want to sew up a couch. And then he's
Yes.
like, I got to move a pound.
Yes, and I'm like, bitch, I'm busy with my couch right now.
He's like, no, we're
It's
putting
just-
it in the couch.
Yes, it's a lot more convenient to have a boyfriend that's not into a bunch of illegal stuff. But so I was going through a bad boy phase, and so I was like, oh my god, yeah, come over to my birthday. Which also could be why he didn't come, because he's like a birthday. I don't know.
Yeah, bad boys don't go there.
I guess I clearly
They go
don't
to
know
the
how to
after
play
party.
it.
He shows up with the party hats. He's like, hey, party people.
He shows up with a kilo each. And my people.
Your
But
party favors. Like, oh my God.
yes, happy birthday. But so day of my party comes, and I mean, this is like 2 days before the party. Day of my party comes. First
So is
of
it
all,
2 days before your party or the day your party comes?
I asked him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I
was
asked
just
him to
confused. You're
come
like, it's
2
the day
days.
my party comes. 2 days before my party.
Sorry, no, it was 2 days before my party that I talked to him
Got it.
about it. And he was like,
And
okay,
now the
cool.
day of your
So
party
now the day of my party.
Okay.
And first of all, it wouldn't really have mattered if he had shown up, because this was the year when none of my friends came. So there were no friends to meet him. So I was actually kind of glad he didn't come over, because then he would have just been like, wow, this is weird. You don't have any friends. Because it was literally all decorated. And it was just me and my roommate. So it is kind of good that he didn't come over. But no text, no call, no message, nothing.
You can't leave a trace when you're doing illegal shit.
Apparently.
Doing hood rat stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He's got his location on while he's doing hood rat stuff.
A week later, he's like, hey, sorry that I didn't come to your tea party. Bitch said, sorry, I didn't come to your tea party.
That's funny.
That just means he thinks you're very proper.
Yeah.
I didn't even respond. I was like, fuck this. I'm done. Like, because this was at the point of my life when I was like, you deserve better, Haylie. Like, before I would have been like, oh my God, it's totally fine. And it was just my birthday party, not a tea party. By the way, if you want me to pick you up any groceries or anything that I could do to help you out, let me know.
And he's like, oh yeah, I got some groceries you could pick up for me.
right. Got some packages you could go drop off in the post office.
I need a little bit of booger sugar.
So I didn't say anything back. I was like, fuck it. I deserve better. You're not even going to remember it's my fucking birthday. Fuck you. Like, you didn't have to come, but like, you can't remember what I even invited you to. Fuck you. Then he messages me about a week later, and he's like, oh wow, really? Are we playing this game? Is this how you're doing it? And I was like, oh my God, so you're also childish. I'm definitely not answering. So I didn't say anything, and he never responded. That's the last we ever spoke. I just thought of him. I was like, that was a mild inconvenience.
So what happened to him? He's in jail?
I would expect him to be mildly inconvenienced. He's dead.
Wow.
He is dead. So
I'll make it to your birthday next year.
I'm just I don't know yet, because we'll have this as an ongoing segment. We'll have to
I thought you were going to say
calculate.
ongoing investigation.
We'll have to calculate them all up. We'll have to calculate all of them up and see like whether or not, based on the data, I'm God's favorite. But so far,
She's like, it's an ongoing investigation. The cops actually came to my house.
Exactly.
I'm witness number one.
so far, it does look like I'm God's favorite. I did try to look into how he died or why, because I thought if it was something illegal, it would be in the news.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything in the news, so that's making me think he just like died of an overdose, maybe.
You couldn't find anything in the news?
I couldn't find anything. I looked up first and last name and the city.
Well, not everything gets posted.
Yeah.
And I also went to his Facebook to see if his family members posted anything.
They get on his Facebook, yo, he was shot.
Those types of people, like,
They would have.
They would have.
Hey, it happens.
They would have.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's what happened to this one kid I grew up with.
well, and it's happened to several of the people like
Yeah.
I've known. I haven't even a couple of people I haven't even asked. It's just been like my sister will be like, "Oh, and by the way, did you know so and so died?" And I'll be like, "Oh, that sucks." And they're like, "Yeah, they died of a heroin overdose." And I'm like, "How? How'd you know that?" Their mom posted it on Facebook. I'm like,
Jesus
"Fuck!"
Christ.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
one of our old friends got like shot in like a drug deal in Oakland or something like that.
that sucks.
Yeah.
So I thought if it was illegal business, I might find it in the news.
A little article.
Yeah.
Local man shot, you know.
Right, and suspected something.
Yeah.
But nothing. I thought about asking someone that used to work with him, but then I thought that was too far. I was like, it's
That's
too
kinda
far.
weird.
It's too far to reach out to a coworker I haven't spoken to in several months to be like, hey, you remember when we used to work with that one guy that's dead now? What happened?
We'll just be like, remember that guy? Like, I've been trying to reach him.
Yeah, but then they're like, wait, he's dead?
I know.
Oh.
I know. Well,
And then they ask you, they're like, how'd he die?
well,
And
no,
you're like,
I just know
fuck.
that they still work together. So I'm like, I know that he would at least know he's dead, but that doesn't guarantee that he'll know how he died, you know,
Yeah.
just because you work together. But he was young. He was 30, 31. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think it was a health issue.
Could be. You
Is
never
an
know.
overdose a health issue?
Is gunshot wound to the heart a health issue? Sounds like it is.
Might be.
That's true. I think they're all
Pull
health,
it out. Just
health
push
issues.
it out.